Hello and welcome. We're going to check out a brand new box of 1990 Pro Set Football Series 1 cards and check out, hopefully, some good inserts, some really good players, and if we are lucky, the very elusive, oh my gosh, the best card we could find, the Vince Lombardi hologram. So will we get it? Who knows, but we're going to try it today, and we're going to find a couple good things as we open up a stack of packs from one of the maybe best football series ever. Debatable, but possible. So here we go. Here are the packs. Here is our podium. The best card that we find will go there. If we find a better one, it'll be swapped out until there's one remaining at the end. And we will talk about some players, we'll talk about some prices, and just have a good time along the way. So with that, let's open the first pack and see what we get. All right, even from the start, check it out. We have the Super Bowl 24 collectible. Literally first card, first pack, awesome. So this one, when in a PSA 10, is around an $85 card or so. So awesome to get that. We'll put that into a sleeve, and that will definitely take our podium spot. So there you go. Without much of searching at all, we've got right here everything for a great start. And we'll see what happens next. Perfect. Next up, we have Vance Johnson, Chris Dolman, Mike Wilkcher. I think I can get this a little closer for us. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Alvin Walton, John Stevens, Mike Dahl, Brent Fullwood, Steve DeBerg, Mike Quick, Dino Hackett, and Bob St. Clair. Very cool card. All right, what a first pack. Way to dive in. It's already going. Let's see what could come next. Maybe a Bo Jackson, maybe a Barry Sanders, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. We're starting out with Super Bowl number 13. Eric Metcalf, Al Noga, Tunch Ilkin, Ralph Mojizenko, Marty Schottenheimer, Drew Hill, John Forcade, we got Sean Collins, Rod Woodson, Pro Bowl card, we got Darryl Talley, Bob Grease, Albert Bentley, Vincey Glenn, Eric Sievers, and that is our scratcher at the end of the pack, which didn't seem like our first pack had one, so I wonder if we'll get a doubled up one in one of the next ones. And time will tell. Here we have Steelers, Super Bowl 14 against the Rams down in Pasadena. Jerry Ball, Jim Lachey, Kevin Green. And there we go. We got Jerry. Welcome to the show, Jerry Rice, in a beautiful looking card. A lot of the red borders. Surface looks great. And overall, Really, really nice looking card. This in a PSA 10 is going to be worth around $40 or so. And in terms of other values, most of these are going to be commons, where you could buy maybe the entire set of hundreds of cards for 20 bucks or something. And someone may pay $1 or so for a particular single if they're trying to complete a set or it's a favorite player. And but in general, they're going to be the common value cards, and except for the ones that we called out, to the best of my knowledge, and we'll say what those are. So if you have some at home, you can kind of track along, and if not, just check out the cards as we go. So we have our Super Bowl. I think Jerry Rice, as a player, is going to take the podium, and we will keep on running through with Kevin Murphy. Alonzo Highsmith, Johnny Hector, Eric Thomas. We got Ray Donaldson, Leonard Smith, Anthony Thompson, Mike Pryor, Marion Butts, and Bruce Smith. We got our scratcher, and away we go into the next one. Super Bowl number 7. We have the Dolphins and Redskins in Los Angeles. Jay Hogenberg. We got Gary Clark, Fred Strickland, Reggie Langhorne, Mark Carrier, Dean Stunkuler, JoJo Townsell, Harry Hamilton, and Lee Williams. And here we go, we got Jim Kelly. Very cool. Card number 40, quarterback of the Bills. And I wonder if this centering does look a little off. Looks a little bit to the left. So we'll have to check on if that's common to that card. But in a PSA 10, it's worth around $70. And it's looking to be in good shape, so we'll save it for later. And then take a closer look and see, if maybe something is worth grading or not. But very cool. Great to see Jim. I think Jim Kelly, let's put him on the podium. Keep things fresh. Welcome to the show, Jim. And we keep rolling with Percy Snow. John Hand, Gary Plummer, Clyde Simmons, and our scratcher. And away we go into the next one. What would you want to get? What do you think could be in here that you want to see next? Maybe a, let's see, maybe a Deion Sanders. We could try that. Super Bowl number 22. Keith Van Horn. We got Joe Gibbs. Frank Minifield. Pete Holohan. Ricky Sanders. All right, we're getting close. We got Sanders. David Wyman. Troy Benson. Paul Gruber. Derek Thomas. Scott Radachik. Lindy Infante. Dwayne Bickett. Billy Ray Smith. Jim Jensen. All right, quiet pack there. We're now turning the corner, our 5th pack of 9. We are right smack dab in the middle. What will behold us? Super Bowl number 9. New Orleans. Neil Anderson. Darrell Grant. Eric McMillan. Steve Jordan. We got Stephon Page. Joe Nash. Jeff Leishman. Ray Perkins. Mike Johnson. Nate Odoms. Buck Buchanan. Ron Stark. Michael Irvin. All right. We got Lewis Sharp. And our scratcher. And on we go. Flying through. What could it be? I'm going to look for a Bo Jackson in this one. Let's see. This one's already spinning way out. Super Bowl number 23. It's ready to go. It's packed. Richard Dent. All right. So this card is around $50 or so in a PSA 10. The condition on this looks really, really good, especially on the front. So it is a candidate. But as you know, 10s are very hard to come by, so time will tell. But for now, definitely a cool pull. And I think we'll keep Jim Kelly on our podium. And great to see Richard Dent join us. We got Darrell Green, Anthony Munoz, Jerry Burns, Jim Arnold, Brian Millard, Ricky Jackson, Marcus Cotton, Mike Munchak, John Elliott, Christian Okoye, Clarence Verdon, and Dan Henning. Well, we got one more after Dan. Louis Oliver. Very cool. And we are in the final stretch right now. 2 packs to go. Here we go. Super Bowl number 24, starting out the back. And there we go. We got Barry Sanders. Always great to see a Barry card, but I see something that you may see as well. And right here is a white mark next to the number 2. So it's possible that's just card dust. I'll check it out later. But if not, not a great sign, but the front looks beautiful. Very smooth, no imperfections, strong corners, nice centering, good coloring. So we will tuck this Barry right into a sleeve and have high hopes for what may come. If that is a PSA 10, it's around $100 card, though I think if it's a 9, it turns into like a $10 card or something, which is less than the grading cost. So very fine line. Nothing's guaranteed, but always cool to see Barry. And I think he may take our podium for now. What do you think? Barry's on top. We got Bob Golick, Jackie Slater, Guy McIntyre, Andre Tippett, Mike Ditka, Brent Fullwood, John Alt, Jerome Brown, Don Griffith, Jim Mora, David Folker, Mohamed Elowonibi. We got Roy Green. And brings us to our last pack of the stack. Let's see what is inside. Super Bowl number 3. Eddie Murray, Steve Smith, John Robinson. Head coach, we got Rod Rust, also a head coach. Then we got John Elway. All right. Welcome, John. Great looking card. Actually, is there white? There's some ink marks, so pretty good looking card. We got Irv Eatman, Perry Kemp, Charles Haley, Max Montoya, Ron Holmes, Chris Dolman, Dennis Smith. Pro Bowl card. We got Dan Marino. All right. Looking good, Dan. Actually, a very nice card. Colors, edges, centering, corners. There is a white mark up there, though. Very tiny one. You can barely see right up there in the green. So we'll put him with the other cool ones. And we got Tim McDonald of the Cardinals. And that brings us to the end of that stack. Let's take a look at the big players of the day. Obviously, Barry Sanders, front and center. We got Jim Kelly. We have Richard Dent, Jerry Rice, and our Super Bowl 24 collectible card. So all in all, I think a really good section, some good players, and some surprises in there as well. So there you go. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had fun. And there you have it. Until next time.